Good evening. Coming up tonight,
alumni are flocking back to USC for homecoming.
And football is going to look a little different in the next few years, how Williams-Brice Stadium is changing.
Plus, the Carolina Band is short of funds for the Macy Thanksgiving Day Parade. We'll tell you how you can help.
But first, weather reporter Nicole Smith is in the studio with us. Nicole, what weather can we expect this week?
Coming up, we're going to have a slam-packed calendar with homecoming, election day, and even, most of all, Halloween. And we're seeing those temperatures finally dropping, feeling a little chillier as fall shall feel. And you know, we're going to be seeing clear skies coming up. I'll have the weather forecast for this week and more for you tonight on SGTV Student News at 7.
Live from the Kennedy Greenhouse Studio.
This is Student News at 7.
Good evening, Carolina. I'm Popielarczyk.
And I'm Madelyn Cooper. Thanks for joining us tonight. Carolina Band is getting ready to head to New York City, if they make it there. The Carolina Band was one of 4 college bands selected to perform in the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade on November 28th. And on Saturday, they took over Columbia streets for a sneak peek performance, marching from Green Street to the State House. But the band is still short of funds to make it to the Big Apple. They've raised just over $400,000 with a goal of $645,000. USC isn't funding the week-long trip, but donations can be made through their crowdfunding page. Allie, this is so exciting. Growing up, this has been a tradition to watch the Macy Thanksgiving Parade on TV. This year, we're going in person, my family and I. I'm really excited, even to cheer on one of our own producers, Meagan.
Yeah, I know that it's going to be a great experience. Hopefully, I can spot her from home. I won't be going in New York City to support them, but it's always been a tradition in my family. Panera Bagels in the parade on Thanksgiving morning. So hopefully, they make it to that goal and continue to give back so that we can see our Gamecocks in New York City.
That's right, and students can donate through the crowdfunding page to support the Carolina Band. A Darla Moore School of Business graduate student and PhD candidate was arrested Tuesday on 3 counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. 29-year-old Joshua Washington Shoulders was taken into custody after investigators received a cyber tip line report from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Investigators say Shoulders distributed files of child sexual abuse material. This felony offense is punishable by up to 10 years imprisonment on each count. This case will be prosecuted by the Attorney General's office.
SGTV reported on Thursday that there was an error with the South Carolina Department of Motor Vehicles that prohibited eligible teens from registering to vote. These teens consist of 17-year-olds who will turn 18 prior to Election Day. Judge Daniel Coble ruled against the change proposed by the American Civil Liberties Union because this would be too drastic of a shift in a short period of time. This ruling prevents around 1,800 young adults from being able to vote in the upcoming presidential election. Coming up after the break, SGTV weather reporter Nicole Smith has this week's forecast. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
Welcome back, Carolina. I'm Nicole Smith. Here's your look at tonight's forecast. Here's what it's looking like right now. We're sitting at 52 degrees, so we're getting nice and cool. Definitely a little bit chilly outside. Grab a jacket if you decide to go out, but you know it's Halloween this week, so it sounds like a great night to stay inside, get some homework done before Halloween, and you're going out. Here's what that Halloween outlook looks like. We're sticking in the upper 80s during the day and getting a little bit chillier during night, so if you're going out doing anything, definitely bundle up before you go. If you decide to shower before you go out, make sure you're going to wait at least an hour or 2 before you head outside so you're not getting sick or anything like that. Now it is hurricane season right now, and NOAA has predicted that we're going to have about 17 to 25 named storms this hurricane season, and so far we've had 16. Only 2 of them have hit South Carolina so far, so we haven't been affected that bad, but you know, it's not hurricane season. It's not over just yet. That will end at the end of November. So I'll keep you updated on what that hurricane season. There's nothing in the tropics right now. We're looking nice and clear. So we should be good with these upcoming days. The skies are going to be clear. No rain, anything like that. Not a lot of wind. So we're looking pretty good. Now, it is Election Day next week. And so if you're heading home early like I'm going to be to go vote, here's what it's looking like at the rest of the United States. We're seeing temperatures across the United States hitting the lower 40s to to the upper 80s or the mid 80s, so definitely not too bad. Some places will be seeing rain, some places won't be seeing rain. We're going to get some partly cloudy skies here and there, so it's looking pretty good right now. Coming up after the break, SGTV sports reporter Dakota Morris and Karenna Porter will give us the latest in sports. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Dakota Morris.
And I'm Karenna Porter, here to give you the latest in sports. The University of South Carolina Board of Trustees approved the next steps to transform Williams-Brice Stadium. Phase 1 adds premium suites and a club area to the West Grandstand. When asked about the project, Athletics Director Ray Tanner said, quote, "We have the greatest fans in college athletics, and these major renovations to Williams-Brice Stadium will give them a quality game day experience as good as anywhere in the country." End quote. Construction on Phase 1 begins after the 2025 season and wraps up by 2027. University officials stress that constructions will not require any game relocations. Capital gifts and suite sales, among other revenue sources, fund the project.
Gamecock volleyball earned a senior night win last night over the Auburn Tigers. The Gamecocks came out hot in the first and second sets. In the first set, the Gamecocks delivered 15 kills and have a .367 team hitting percentage. The Tigers had a few attempted comebacks in the first set, but were unable to best the Gamecocks, dropping the first set 25-19. In the second set, the Gamecocks tied the score 11-all. Victoria Harris stepped up and brought the score to 15-11, allowing the Gamecocks to regain control. Thanks to Harris and a game-high 17 kills, the Gamecocks took the second set 26-24. In the third set, Auburn flipped the script to avoid a sweep with a 25-20 win. The Tigers continued to push hard in the fourth set with an early 8-4 lead. But the Gamecocks' Elena Johnson and Riley Whitesides were able to put together a 5-0 run, leaving the Tigers unable to score again. Whitesides finished off the set serving a 4-0 run, clinching the set 25-20. South Carolina will return to the court next weekend with a pair of matches against Kentucky and Tennessee to wrap up their 5-game homestand. Gamecock volleyball wasn't the only one to lay the Auburn Tigers to rest last night. Gamecock women's soccer pulled off an upset win at Stone Stadium over the number 13 Tigers. SGTV reporters Dorian Pinkston and Emma George were there to catch the action.
I'm here at Stone Stadium where the South Carolina Gamecocks just took a 2-1 win over the Auburn Tigers. Let's look at some of the action. The Gamecocks came out strong at the start of the first half, pressing defensively against the Auburn Tigers. The Gamecocks played very technically despite multiple fouls thrown their way, and Christina Saucies saved both shots on goal in the first half. Thankfully, the pressure was no match for the Carolina Gamecocks, as the defense was able to keep their composure and build out of the back. Using their speed and agility, the Gamecocks made their way up the field, passing Auburn's defense. The Gamecocks had multiple free kicks, but were unable to execute against the tough Tigers' defense. Causing a roar from the stands, Katie Shea Collins scored Carolina's first goal. However, after going under review, it was determined to be offside. The first goal to count by the Gamecocks was scored by Emma Bocci, after being beautifully assisted by Autumn Kelly on a corner kick. Putting fans back on the edge of their seat, Auburn fought back, scoring with 3 seconds left in the half, and putting the score at 1-1. In the second half, the Gamecocks had 5 shots on goal. Goal number 2 for the Gamecocks was shot from outside the 18 by forward Catherine Berry. The Gamecocks celebrate their victory against Auburn and will be looking forward to their next matchup against Mississippi State this Wednesday at 7 p.m. For SGTV, I'm Dorian Pinkston.
The Gamecocks are currently ranked within the top 25, and with this big win over the Auburn Tigers, we're probably going to see that rank go up here soon.
Yeah, you love to see an upset win as a sports fan late in the season. Keeps things really interesting.
Yeah, and any win over a Tiger is a win in my book.
It's a win for the Gamecocks.
It's a win.
Harrison Meyring's 5-point performance led the Gamecock men's soccer team to a 3-1 victory over Old Dominion yesterday evening. Meyring scored 2 goals and added an assist, becoming the second Gamecock this season to do so. Myring scored in the 16th and 69th minutes, while Ethan Ballack added another goal in the 72nd minute. ODU scored its lone goal on a penalty kick shortly after. The Gamecocks will wrap up their regular season road games at the University of Central Florida on Friday. Now, SGTV entertainment reporters Raquel Negrón and Sarah Muñoz are in the studio. What's going on this week, guys?
Thanks, Karenna. I'm Raquel Negrón.
And I'm Sarah Muñoz.
Happy homecoming, Gamecocks. This week is filled with many events you won't want to miss. Homecoming events were kicked off earlier today with a carnival and continue tonight from 8 to 10 p.m. with a Jack Fox comedy show at Koger Center. Other events throughout the week include flag football at Blatt PE Center, Spurs and Struts, and USC Scream. To reserve a time slot for USC Scream, head over to Garnet Gate. The celebrations continue on Friday with Paint the Town Garnet and Black block party in 5 Points. Friends, family, and alumni are all encouraged to attend. Lastly, before the game on Saturday, there will be a tailgate held for students and family from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m. on Green Street. More information about these events can be found by searching up Gamecock Entertainment online. I think this week is going to have so many fun things, as I just said, but I think it's really cool that we have all these events so that way everybody can come together and school spirit is just going to be off the market.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's a perfect timing too, because I know at this point in the semester, students are starting to feel a little bit tired from classes. You know, finals are coming up soon. So having all these fun events, I think, will definitely lift the spirits of a lot of students on campus.
Right.
This Halloween, the Richland community is coming together to support homeless teens with a Halloween fundraiser. The event offers candy, costumes, and craft beers with $1 from every pint sold going directly to local shelters. Organizers say the funds raised will help provide crucial support and a safe space for youth in need. Admission is free, so stop by, grab a brew, and make a difference this Halloween. West Columbia's 8th annual Fallback Fest happens Friday, November 1st from 5:30 to 9:30 p.m. on State Street. This free community event brings together live music, arts, food, and drinks. Local artists will create temporary murals during the event with headliner The Big Time Band and 615 Collective on the music lineup. State Street vendors will offer food and beverages throughout the night. The Meeting Street Artisan Market Night Edition will be in the interactive art park, offering handcrafted gifts.
Columbia is looking to help out small businesses with their Pop-Up and Grow vendor event this weekend. Businesses can register on eventbrite.com and bring their small businesses and products to showcase and grow customers. This event is also open to musicians, workshops, career fairs, and recruiting. The event takes place from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at the event hall located on Two Notch Road. To attend the event as a customer, you can buy tickets for $10 on eventbrite.com. That's all your entertainment news for tonight. After the break, Madelyn and Allie will return to finish up tonight's news. Stay with us.
Welcome back. On Saturday night, the West Columbia Fire Department responded to a 3-alarm fire at Maurice's Piggy Park Barbecue Restaurant and Distribution Center. Around 10 p.m., crew members fought the flames that consumed the food preparation area, barbecue pits, and processing plant facilities. The statement from Maurice's said, quote, "It breaks the heart of our family and loyal staff to see this tragedy hit us," end quote. The restaurant located across the street remained untouched by the fire. The cause of this fire is still unknown.
USC announced plans on Friday to build South Carolina's first hospital dedicated to neurological care. This $350 million project will offer advanced treatments for conditions affecting the brain and nervous system, including strokes and trauma. According to the press release, the hospital would, quote, "address the pressing health needs of South Carolinians while leveraging the broad multidisciplinary clinical, academic, and research portfolio from USC. The hospital will be located next to USC's soon-to-be School of Medicine. The university is requesting $150 million from the state budget next year to help pay for the project.
It's Pitbull Awareness Month. Local shelters are currently overflowing, housing many pit bulls. Final Victory is looking for people who are willing to adopt these pit bulls. Pit bulls get a bad rep. Past adoptees call them, quote, "house hippos" and "cuddly couch potatoes." Like all dogs, training is important and personalities vary, but those cute little faces want forever homes. If you can't adopt, look into helping out Final Victory by fostering or taking a pit bull for a doggy day out. Madelyn, I know that Final Victory is super popular on campus here. I have so many friends that do the doggy day outs, and I see them all around campus walking class to class, and it's a great way to give back to the community and get service hours.
Yeah, exactly. I think as a Greek sorority member myself, I think it's a great way to get service hours, but also to give the dogs love and even to get a little bit of dog therapy.
I mean, they can definitely help. It gives people a little sense of home, but then also giving them a chance to feel like what it is like to have a dog, even if they can't commit to that being in college and having a crazy busy schedule.
That's right.
That wraps up tonight's edition of Student News at 7.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at SGTV at USC.
To keep up with all of our content, be sure to also visit us online at sgtv@usc.com. For SGTV, I'm Allie Popielarczyk.
And I'm Madelyn Cooper. From all of us here at SGTV, have a great night, Carolina, forever to thee.